Happy 2014 to everyone. I hope everyone had a blessed Christmas and a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. My first video for 2014, and I am going to do a remake of the triple time embossing. I was thinking about the triple time embossing for a couple of days, and last night I was sorting through some paper, putting my colors together, getting all my scraps situated. And I realized I had so many scraps, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do with all this paper? And I had an aha moment. I thought, instead of doing the triple time embossing with a rectangle inside another rectangle, I wanted to try to see if I could do something horizontally and vertically with it. So this is what I came up with today. Here is my vertical, and here's my horizontal. And I put a little tag on it. I'm going to have to redo the little beads on it because I keep smashing them. I think I've redone them like 3 or 4 times. But this is it close up. I really like the way it came out. And so I'm going to do another one. So the supplies you are going to need are your embossing folder. And I used this one by Tim Holtz. You're going to need your cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. You're going to need 3 pieces of paper, of cardstock. You're going to need the 5 1/4 by 4. And then it's up to you, whatever sizes you want to use to put on. I chose, this one is 1 1/2 by 3 3/4. And I put that one there. And then this piece is 1 1/2 by 2 1/2. And I selected to put that right there. Somehow, that goes somehow, like this. And so it will go, this is my large piece, this is my vertical, this is my horizontal. And then a coordinating cardstock that just goes over or under the papers that you've selected. These are going to vary. The measurements, I'm not so concerned about the measurements because it could change. You could do squares instead of rectangles. It's up to you. So let's put this aside. So you're going to need ink. I am using chalk ink from VersaMagic. I'm going to put a little tag. This one is a brown tag. It just says I embossed hello on it. And some twine to go around this part of the, go around that part. You're going to need your adhesive. Oh, excuse me. And that's it. So let's get a piece of paper over here, because I'm going to do a little bit of inking on mine. Just like I did on this one. I did it with 3 different color chalk inks. I did it with the gingerbread on the bottom. I did it with the red brick in the middle. And then I finished with a night sky. But for this one, I'm going to use on the top, instead of night sky, I'm going to use turquoise gem. And those are the colors I'm going to use. So let me get this together. And then we will color that. And then layer our other cardstock. So I'm taking the gingerbread first. And I'm just going to sweep the bottom of the cardstock. Okay. Okay, so that's just, I just swept it across the bottom. And then next I'm going to go in with, oh, wait a minute, I got the wrong one. I'm going to go in with the red brick. And then just go over that. I'm overlapping the red brick and the gingerbread, so it kind of looks like the colors blend together or fade together. And then I'm going in on the top with turquoise gem. Gosh, these are difficult to open. maybe that's gonna go a little bit like that. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what it looks like so far. Okay, so now we're taking the largest one, not the largest, the second largest one. We're going to just tack that down with some adhesive. I'm going to submit this to Christina Warner. She does challenges, not so much challenges, or she just opens up entries for people to submit their cards. She gives a theme, and February is embossing, dry embossing, regular embossing, and I'm going to submit this one as my sample of embossing. Okay, and then we're going to take the small one and we're going to put this one just make sure the glue's not coming out. All right, then we're going to center this right on here. Okay, so then we're going to make sure that we have this in this area. And this is when this one's easy to figure out because you have lines here, you know, areas where you can connect with it. And then where you see that the inking has stopped. Like over here, if I had it too far over, you'd see there's no ink here, so you can just kind of scoot it over to the inked part. And then again, make sure that all your lines, see the line here is lined up and the line down here is lined up. So just to kind of give you an idea of where you're going when you lay this down. And I should have my craft mat, but I'm so lazy. And my craft area is so messy right now. I can't even see my craft mat. Okay, so let's put this down here. Move that over just a bit and up. Okay, that's the first step. Okay, then this one is going to go a little higher. It's going to go here. Okay. I separated my scraps by color, and now I got to figure out how I'm going to keep them. So if you have any ideas, I'm open to hearing them because I have about a 4x6 work area, and it's really tight. Everything is really tight in there, so I have to come up with an ingenious way to keep all my papers, my scraps, my adhesive, my stickers, everything. I think I have too much. All right, let's put this on now. Okay, so that goes like that. Okay, now I was going to put the string. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift this up and string it across a few times. Okay. I don't like how close that is, so I'm going to pull this out and do this again. Okay, that's better. And tie this. Gotta stay in frame. I don't think I'm staying in frame. Sorry for that. And I had a little tag here, but I thought it was, I didn't like it. So I went for, uh-oh, oh, there it is. I went for this brown. And so I'm sticking this in here. And maybe I want to just take this one out. And, oh, I needed to do that. I'm sorry. Let me try this again. Stay in frame. All right, now stick this in here. Okay, and then pull this out. Tie this in a knot. Kind of want to move it over just a little bit so it's not so centered. That's what we've got. So what I'm going to do is, I have a pair of scissors here. I'm going to cut these just a little bit shorter. And that's what we have so far. So I'm going to take this now and attach it to my card base. I'm going to remove this because I don't want to get any. I get it on my tablecloth, that's not a big deal. So I want to experiment with this again and do maybe squares on the triple time stamping. Do maybe 2 or 3 squares. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really had much time for crafting because we had company for Christmas, and we went away for New Year, for the New Year. And so I really haven't had a chance to really sit and do anything. I've got to catch up on birthday cards. I think I might have some help doing some birthday cards, so that'll be good. Okay, so that is what we have. That is what we have, and this is another one. So that's the triple time embossing, not stamping. I think I kept saying triple time stamping. This is triple time embossing with a horizontal and a vertical cut, panel, whatever you want to call it, and a little attachment to it. And that's it. That's the end of my video. I'd really love to see what you ladies are doing. A friend of mine sent me a picture of her triple time embossing, and she put a rose in it and a little tag hanging down and some gems on a ribbon. It was so pretty. So I have to step up my game now. Well, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think of this. And if you've done it, let me see what you've done. All right? Take care.